Now, only the higher-ups know that demon attacks in the western regions are steadily increasing. The current theory is that demons are invading human territory to hunt down hidden spirit beasts and eliminate them. The Stone Guardian Kingdom recently lost their own spirit beast, which supports that theory. Because of that, Alan cannot afford to be careless on his journey. More than cautious, he has to grow strong enough to face demons head-on. With that warning delivered, Lord Klaus tells our boy to head to the tower's workshop district and get his grimoire repaired. Later, inside one of the workshops, Alan feels shy watching all the different kinds of people moving around. While he peeks around a corner like a suspicious raccoon, an elf suddenly appears and asks if he came to repair his book. Although Alan is not a fan of the mini heart attack, he decides to trust the strangely charismatic craftsman with his grimoire. After examining the book for a brief moment, the elf claims he can finish the work quickly, catching him by surprise with how fast the assessment was. The cheerful elf also comments that it is a quality grimoire, so it deserves proper care. Alan nods, but he cannot stop staring at the guy's sharp, pointy ears. The smith realizes the kid clearly hasn't seen many of his kind before. He explains that elves like him specialize in this craft because forest folk possess tools and techniques that humans simply do not have access to. He casually adds that the Stone Guardians, basically this world's dwarves, run the magic stone workshops. Alan immediately connects the dots and understands that this smith likely crafts all sorts of magic tools powered by stones. Trying to stay casual, Alan asks about the guardian spirit protecting the elven forest. The elf confirms its existence and says he is open to a few questions. That turns out to be a mistake, because he bombards him with so many rapid-fire questions that the elf quickly retracts the generous offer. Once the grimoire is repaired, he tips our hero about someone who might know far more about the guardian spirit than any regular elf. He seems to have taken a liking to our overly curious protagonist, so he shares one more small secret. Soon, a caravan from the forest will arrive, and a ridiculously strong warrior usually escorts it. That escort might be Alan's best chance at getting real answers. Meanwhile, outside the magic tower, an elf lounging on top of a caravan roof looks completely bored out of his mind. The escort tells him they are almost at their destination. He remembers the time he dueled with Klaus when the old chap was younger and absolutely annihilated him. Since then, he hasn't faced any real competition, and wonders if this time he might finally encounter someone who puts up a good fight. The next day, our boy looks like he's about to collapse after pulling an all-nighter, polishing the magic scale like his life depends on it. By now, Lucas isn't even surprised to see him laughing maniacally over a rock. His senior tells him the traveling merchant market has opened and invites him to go outside to touch some grass. Walking through the bustling bazaar, Alan is completely awestruck by all the strange and fascinating items on display. One of the elf merchants shows him an intricate torch tool that's popular with the elves. Hearing about the forest people, he suddenly remembers the real agenda for the day. He glances around, spotting elves everywhere, but none of them look like the ridiculously strong warrior he's looking for. As he continues searching, he comes across a trader selling caged animals. Seeing the creatures treated like he was as a kid fills him with anger. Right then, a loud boom erupts nearby and everyone runs from a monster that broke free. It looks like an ordinary animal at first glance, but his eyes recognize there is something wrong with it. The elves confirm it's an enraged Morlock and order all the humans to flee, but Alan isn't a listener. The forest folk attempt to fight back against the Morlock, which is usually a passive animal that's also weak to water magic.